Assalamualaikum. My name is Welcome to Innovation Wala, and I am a student of Rehan School or Angi. And today my task is for Annie, and the topic is sorry not. Hello Maya.
You're double grading me. I've got you. What were we talking about?
What is the meaning of sorry not sorry?
We actually just touched on this. It's basically a way of saying, I know this might be frowned upon, technically wrong, but I actually regret it. It's that blend of a mock apology and total confidence.
Why do people use the phrase instead of saying a scenario apology?
I think it's because it's a shield. Using a phrase like that lets someone acknowledge the social rule they're breaking without actually having to feel the guilt or of a real apology. It's easier to be cheekily defiant than to explain yourself. Does that make sense to you?
Where did the expression sorry not sorry become popular?
Really on social for a caption short punch. It definitely feels like a product of the internet era where being
How is this phrase different from simply saying I am sorry?
the biggest difference is trying to repair something or acknowledge. Sorry, not sorry is the one about humility, and the other is about confidence.
In what situations is sorry not sorry commonly used? Explain your answer.
It usually pops up when someone is doing something they love that others might find weird or annoying. For example, if you post a photo of yourself eating pizza for breakfast 3 days in a row, you might say, sorry, not sorry, because, it's a typical healthy choice, but you're totally fine with it. It's used for those minor social rule breakings where the stakes are low and the person is actually proud of their choice.
Can using this phrase hurt someone's feeling? Why or why not?
Oh, absolutely. It can definitely sting if the other person after doing something that genuinely upset another person, it comes across as dismissive. It's basically saying, I know I hurt you and I don't care.
How has social media helped make this phrase more popular?
It's all about the performative nature of it. Social media loves a hot take or and in a matter of days. Do you
What
think that kind of boldness is a good thing, or does it just make people more? Are you thinking?
what tone does the phrase usually express? Humorous, sarcastic, confidence?
It's all about that slight edge in the voice. Think of a bit of a smirk in the tone, where the words say, I'm sorry, but the inflection is basically a shrug. It's usually delivered with a light, airy quality, almost like they're teasing you while they're admitting to the crime.
Why do some people criticize the use of sorry not sorry?
I think it's to a lack of sincerity. Critics probably feel like it's a cheap way to avoid return. arrogant or just plain rude if you're the one on the receiving end. Do you feel like it's a lazy way of communicating?
Do you think the Paris is appropriate in formal situation? Explain your answer.
Definitely not. Using it like a job interview or a board meeting would likely be seen as unprofessional or even disrespectful. Formal situations usually require a level of decorum and clear, sincere communication, while sorry, not sorry is designed to be cheeky and disruptive. It would basically be like wearing pajamas to a wedding. It's just the wrong energy for the room.
Have you ever heard someone use sorry not sorry? What was the situation?
I've heard it used in a lot of different ways in the one common one is when people talk about their guilty pleasure. Annie's pop song. And saying sorry, not sorry because they're owning the cringe. It's usually those moments where work that doesn't actually hurt anyone. Have you ever caught yourself using it?
Can you think of another modern phrase that has become popular through the internet?
Oh, for sure. Gaslighting is a huge one. It started as a psychological term, but the internet has turned it into a catch-all for whenever you relate a situation. It's fascinating how these words move from specialized fields into slang. Do you think
How
some words lose their meaning when everyone starts using them?
how has the meaning of the phrase changed over time?
Since gaslighting,
No, I'm talking about sorry, not sorry.
a very specific. My bad, I was focusing on the wrong phrase. Which one did you mean? Were we going back to sorry, not sorry? Just be clear. Sorry, genuine, edgy, and independent. It's a cliche. It's become a shorthand for that I'm doing my own thing attitude, which feel less like a personal statement and more like a social media trope. Do you think that takes the punch out of it?
Do you think this expression will remain popular in the future? Why or why not?
I think it'll probably fade eventually. Internet slang moves so fast mainstream or start being used. Once it feels like a corporate marketing team is using it to sell you shoes, the factor disappears. But the second that's timeless. And the words will change, but the attitude will stay. Do you
Will,
think people will find a new way to say it, or will they just being more?
will you personally use the phrase sorry, not sorry? Explain your answer with an example.
I'd probably go with a standard sorry when I actually want to be helpful. Since I'm here to be a collaborator and a partner for you, being sincere is usually the best way to keep things moving forward. I made a mistake on a fact. Sorry, not sorry. A little bit of a menace for a second.
What message does a person send when they say sorry, not sorry?
There's such total ownership. Way of saying, who I am. I'm not going to apologize for it. Just it's a shift from seeking forgiveness to demanding acceptance. Does that feel empowering? Does it come across as
What lesson about communication and respect can we learn from the phrase sorry, not sorry?
That communication is just about the words we pick, the intention behind them. It reminds us that while being yourself is important, respect, knowing when to be empathetic. Basically, it's a lesson in reading the room, knowing that total confidence is great in a vlog, but not when you've actually hurt someone's feelings.
Thank you.
Do you think that's a balance most people?
Thank you, Maya, for answering
You're very
our
welcome.
questions.
It was a great dive into.
Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys you enjoyed the video. Allah